It's Toby, and your old mate Daryl. Oh, what a day it is today. Compare and contrast with yesterday. Today is a wet, wild, windy Wednesday in Withensea. How's that for a piece of alliteration? It's absolutely awful. It really is. It's cold, turgid. Anyway, enough of me moaning. Let's see where we are and let's see what we are doing. Well, we're walking up Waxholme Road. If you look over there, that will take you to the cliff. We've already walked on the cliff. I'm just making miles up. So what we're going to do now is walk past these houses on the left, and that'll take us back to that big field. So we'll walk round the field, past the bungalows at Seathorne, and then we'll go on to the prom. And then we'll walk to the top of the south promenade, round the houses, back to the pier towers, and then home. Road's quite busy at the moment. Across here, while it's safe to do so. Well, at least it's not raining. This morning we got drenched. The other coats wet through. Hi Ben, how are you? Yeah, I'm good. And how are you? Hiya Dave, how are you? It's horrible here at the moment. Really horrible. Those gorgeous summer walks seem to be so far away right now. You know, back in June, July, August. Alright mate. They're absolutely amazing. Nice, warm, schmaltzy. Just seems so far away. And it's bleak, mid-January afternoon. But we've got to look at the bright side as well. The days are gradually getting longer. And slowly. Have you done anything? You have. Right. Just going to put this down for a moment, folk. I've got my job to do. Now Toby has done his. Hi guys, I'm back. One has to do what one has to do. I just wish other people would do it as well. Let's just get rid of it. Done it. It's gone. Absolutely freezing. Am I walking a mouse? It's a Jack Russell. There he is. Toby. He's a lovely little fella. Very, very friendly. And good company. Yeah, you've asked me the same question. Yeah, you asked me yesterday, and you've asked me twice now. And walking Toby is a Jack Russell Terrier, about 16 months old. The sea's very grey today. Remember those blue seas, blue skies of the summer. Well, our friend's still there, look. I reckon it has been there now 5 months. Been there 6 months. How long will it be before you get some moves pushing it over the place? I can't hear nothing. I was on the wind running. But you keep repeating the same question. Toby, come on. Down there. Off he goes to join the others. Right mate, right Ben, I think I'm going to have to put you on pause for a little while because you're not making any sense. Last warning. Well, I'd just like to welcome all the newcomers that have arrived. I hope you're going to enjoy this video. We're in Withensea on the North Sea coast, about 20 miles east of Hull. It's very wet, windy and miserable here today. I'm Daryl and I have Toby with me. If you like the video, then please like, comment, share and subscribe. I've lots of stuff on my channel which you might find interesting. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fair enough as well. We have a lot of nice discussions on here. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, what you'd like to see, what you think I should do better. I think I'm going to have to start bringing the microphone out. There's certainly a wind here at the moment. I wasn't expecting this wind. Right, Ben, I'm going to give you a chance to reflect for a little while. Yeah, Ben, I've just timed you out for 30 minutes. Come back with something sensible in 30 minutes and you'll be fine. Sick of the same monotony. Are you walking a mouse? Are you walking a mouse? Told you, he's a Jack Russell. Are you walking a mouse? Are you walking a mouse? I can only repeat the same thing so many times. So I put you in time out, 30 minutes. By all means, come back with something sensible to say. If not, just leave it. Come back tomorrow. Next time we time out, it'll be for 24 hours though. Don't like timing people out. Fiona, hiya. Isn't it windy? Did you? Eh? All right. Didn't see you. Yeah, see you later, Fiona. Oh, I know. It's very blustery. It's a wet, windy day here in Withensea. Wet, windy and woesome. But it's not what you call cold. Not warm by any stretch, but I've been out when it's been colder. There you go, other people don't do what I do. Toby does what he has to do. I have bags on me, I pick it up. I'll tell you, Toby's left a job for me to do, and I just get on and do it. Pick it up and bin it. I just wish other people who walk the dogs do the same thing as me. Bag it and bin it. Lovely house this. He's got two lovely dogs as well. Blustery today. We should get a bit of protection when we get close to that wall of the houses just further down. I should really, I brought the microphone and plugged it in. Just hoping that it doesn't start raining. Still got the wind, but it's not quite as bad. Well, for my icon I've got a picture of Toby on the cliff. It's nipping me for a treat. Would you like a treat, Toby? Get the treats out. Here we go, Toby, this is for you. Toronto in Canada. Wow, that's certainly a long way. I'm in East Yorkshire on the North Sea coast, round about 20 miles east of Hull. Glad to have you on board. Hope you enjoy the video. not a day when one really wants to go out, but then one has it to do. Over Christmas, I told you I put on about £3. I know by Sunday, last week I'd lost about £750. Didn't expect that, because I'm hoping by this Sunday I'll have lost about another £750 to £1. Diabetes is well under control. Again, I've stopped taking the medication. And I'm averaging somewhere between 5.5 and 6. I'm averaging about 6. Sometimes as low as 5, not very often, sometimes up as 6.5, any higher than that I will take medication. The doctor and the diet nurse said it should be between 4 and 7. It's averaging at 6, it's alright. As the weather gets warmer, we can get it down and get back down to 5.5 where it was before. Hiya Jack, how are you on this wet, windy, wintry Wednesday? It's absolutely horrible here. It's a complete horror story. It's wet, it's windy, and it's absolutely miserable. It's not that cold. I got diagnosed last April, and I think it was around about end of May. They put me on these tablets, metformin, and I tried to put weight on. So that's when I started walking, and the weight literally dropped off. I went down from 16.5 to just under 12 stone. It's a nice stroke, it was a little bit on Christmas on the way. Just after Christmas, 117.5. Now back down to 7.75. nipping me. Hang on, Toby. I need to put my phone somewhere where I can get, hang on, let's see if we can get my treats out of my pocket. God, this is awful tonight. Got them. Well, these are the treats. Yeah, Toby. Put them back in my pocket. There's that. As we go a bit further, we want some more treats. Yeah, the seagulls are fantastic. Another 6 weeks we'll be nesting, laying eggs, and then about 9-10 weeks so life continues. They're lovely, I love the seagulls. There used to be a nightclub on it, but before that they were built as coastal defences, but it was turned into a nightclub. I don't know what happened to a nightclub, it was demolished. Now they're trying to sell it as a housing development. It'd be a lovely place to have a house, but I don't think so somehow. Hello, mate. Never mind, come on, Tobes. I wanted to talk to you as well. Well, I bought the old lunches for myself a vanilla slice each earlier on. I was going to get one yesterday. I went to the cake shop, I've only had a couple left, and they looked a little bit forlorn, for want of a better word. So I didn't bother. Get the fresh batches today, so well, they are fresh. Just changing hands. Holding my phone up, my fingers get absolutely freezing. Yeah, they do. Jack, they do that over here too. you're going to somewhere like Whitby or Bridlington and you're eating chips and they'll just swoop down from nowhere and take them. You have to watch them, you really have to. Your fish and chips have gone in a flash. They'll just swoop down, not one or two, but a load of them. It's as if they hunt in packs. Well, we're not going to have a beautiful, gorgeous sunset tonight like we had last night, are we? Now we saw this guy coming up, the greyhound. We saw him this morning. Yes, I know it's a greyhound. I know who it is. Hiya, mate. Hello. Hiya. How did I know it was you? You're as daft as they come, aren't you? I know. See you later, mate. Well, we've got 16 people with us now. Just like to welcome everybody aboard. It's a pleasure and it's a privilege that you're watching my video. If you're enjoying the video as much as I am, then please like, comment, share and subscribe. I've got lots and lots of stuff on my channel which you might find interesting, but you have to subscribe to it. I've got lots and lots of these walks. I've got a lot of other things I've done with my camcorder or my gimbal, which I'm just about learning to use now. So it's worth a quick look. But you can always chat to us, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, tell me what you'd like to see me change, what you would like to see, or just chat about general things. We've had some really interesting discussions on this channel, and let that continue. You're hoping for rain in LA. Have you not been having any? Have you had no rain? I thought California did all right for rain, Bobby. I thought you got loads of it from off the Pacific. You can have some of our rain if you want it. Hi Sammy, how are you today? We used to have it over here as well, Jay, ground racing. I can remember when I was a kid, going to the docks and ground racing. We actually had a greyhound for a while called on. No rain for the last 4 weeks. God, we've had loads. Rain and snow. Well, we had a few days last week. That was it. It weren't good while we had it, it was nasty. But then it went. Yeah, we've had quite a few nice, sunny days as well. But today, it's just absolutely miserable. What do you want, Toby? He's not a very happy little doggy at the moment, I don't think. He likes his own comforts too much. He's got 2 coats on, so I know he's not cold. I had been thinking, hello love, I had been thinking today I'd given you all a bit of a surprise. I'm walking over Humber Bridge. I didn't say anything yesterday because I thought one thing there'd be a surprise. Another thing, it will depend on the weather. I'm glad I didn't. It's absolutely turgid here today. But that is one we'll do coming up. I'll use a gimbal as well for that. We'll go over the bridge. Let's get a decent day which is dry. And then we'll go from there. It's 4:10. It doesn't seem many weeks ago when at this time it was dark. Probably not dark, but we'd get to the end here and it would be dark. You know, we'd walk around the houses looking at the Christmas lights, but now it's light. When I came out, I thought, should I go up to Holland Beach? And then I thought, well, it looks like it's going to rain. It might not rain, but if it does, there's nowhere dry to stand. Me and Toby would get wet through. At least on here, we're only a 20-minute, wherever we are, we're only a 20-minute walk from home. You know, if I go straight, I don't think it's going to rain on us in the next hour. Although I don't think the winds are going to die down. Look at the tide coming in now. see somebody left some flowers for Grace. Lovely thing to do. You know, I think what happened touched a lot of people, not just here in Withensea, not just here in England, but literally throughout the world. It's amazing, really. Right. After today, I wonder what the big pillar on Holland Beach is going to look like. Well, we've done 12.3 miles so far today. So it looks like, with a bit of luck, on a wing and a prayer, I'll have made 14 this morning and now. That's a pile of calories. I wondered what that was. Well, it's gone quiet, hasn't it? I spoke too soon there, I think. Toby, sniff it what they've done around the dog. Yeah, if any of my listeners and viewers have diabetes, for me, the best treatment has been walking, literally. In nice weather I can walk anything up to 20, 21 miles in a day. But even on a day like this, 14's fine. And that has really, really brought my blood sugars down. So I would say to anybody who has got diabetes, control your blood sugars, control your weight, at least do some exercise, do something. Me walking's the thing. What I thought to myself was go back to basics. When I was a lot younger, when me and the old Duchess first got together in 1980, neither of us had much money. We were poor, very poor. We just didn't get buses and things, just didn't have the money. We walked wherever we went. Didn't matter what the weather was like. We just walked. I had an auntie who lived in a place called Huncote. It was about 6 miles away, I think, from where we actually lived. I went to see her. I'd walk. And then I'd walk back again. She was the same. Wherever she went, she walked. And that, I never had diabetes and I was never ill. What was my weight then? About 9 stone. Yeah. You know, when I started to do my degree, I was working as well. But I didn't walk so much because I was working. Although I did walk a fair bit, I worked in a store, I was a shelf stacker. And other than that, I got buses, trains everywhere I went. I needed to. I worked in Manchester, lived in Burnley, and we're doing my degree at Preston. So me walking didn't stop, but it was vastly cut down. And then later on, I got a desk job, so I started putting weight on. And then after that, I learnt to drive. And I got to such an extent, if I just went to Aldi, which is a 5-minute walk away, I'd jump in the car. Now, when I go to Aldi for a bottle of milk, I'll just jump in the car. And I realised that was my problem. I'm not getting any exercise. Especially after I retired. So I thought what I've got to do is go back to very basics, just like I was, which is what I've done. And the weight's just dropped off me. My degree, Bobby, my degree was in economics. My master's was in economic history. And my doctorate, again, economic history. Well, I say economic history for me doctorate, but it spanned economics and history. Right, I didn't know that. Yeah, seriously, the best way, Sammy, for your parents, get them to get a dog. Dogs need exercise, they need walking. And then they'll probably find out they enjoy doing it. I mean, I'd take my other dogs. I mean, Charlie's no longer with us, but I'd take him a walk. We'd have a reasonable walk, a few miles. And as he got older, it was less and less. In venue, we just ran the valley garden. So his exercise got less, my exercise got less as well. So as my exercise got less, I started piling on the weight. I mean, 16.5 stone. I'm now about 12.3, so I have put a little bit on from 11.10 to 12.3. My objective is to get back to 12, and if I can get it a little bit below that, that's fine, and just hold it there until the weather starts getting warmer, and then I'll be out at it with a vengeance, and it'll just fall off me. I'll get down to 11. My objective is just to get down to 11.5 and then 11, and then I won't have to worry so much. Just hold on then. I were worried when the days started to get shorter whether I'd be able to do this or not. I thought, if I'm not careful, I'll put it all back on. Or I'll put a lot of it back on, but I have put some on, but I've dealt with it as well. Anything below 12 stone's a bonus, anything above I've got to lose. And that strategy seems to be working for me. So I mean, talk to your parents, Sammy, see what they say. I mean, I'm 71. If we're not going to get miracles, same as I'm not, but you know, you can't actually cure diabetes, but you can put it in remission. You can control it, which is what I've got to do through weight loss, and when needed, the meds. I mean, if I know my blood sugar's over 6.5, then I'll control. Then I've got to do things. Take the meds. Below 6, no. If it's 6, no, but I've got to watch it. Toby. There we go. Some of that worried me when I got it. My old Duchess has mobility issues, which means I've got to keep myself fit to take care of me and to take care of her. Well, we're back on the promenade, so we can take a nice walk back to the towers. 1.1 kilometers, which is about 800 yards from the pier towers. From my house, we're about a mile. Miles. 13.05 miles. So I'm going to get home. It's going to be 14 miles today. 7.5 this morning and 6.5 now. Look at the sea. Look at that. Look at the froth on top. It's amazing, isn't it? He's a lovely boy, he really is. Hi Sassy Teresa, how are you? No, I've not seen that one. I've not seen Wishbone at all, Jack. No. No, I don't think it's probably not something we've ever had here. I've never heard of it. Thanks, Bobby. Hey, 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 hey. You know him? Size of that dog, and he had a go at it. Tail wagging. He can be a swine. No, I've not come across that at all, Jack. Well, we're a kilometre away now. Well, I nearly lost my phone then. At least the wind's died down a bit, which I'm glad about. Just look at that. Oh. What I've consumed today on my walks this morning and now, up to now, 1,840 calories. Your body uses about 800 calories, 80 calories an hour. So we'll say 5 hours walking, although it hasn't been. That's 400 calories. So I'll have consumed, I'll have 3,400 minus what I've eaten. Hi mate. Hello.
It's only us bad bubbles that come out.
It is. I know, it's awful. There they are, friends. He knows his friends.
Yeah.
I'll see you, mate. I'm going to get myself home and in. So I think I've had about 3 slices of toast this morning. That's about 240 calories. Two beef and mustard butters sandwiches. That's about 800 calories in all. But take that from the 3,400. That's 2,600 minus whatever I have for my tea. So I should have shed about somewhere between 1,800 and 2,200 calories. So yesterday and today I should have lost going on for £1. But we don't know, because you can never really tell. You can lose the actual fat, but then you gain water and things like that, so you never really know. I mean, some weeks I've lost £5 and £6 and I thought, wow. Other weeks I've lost £1 and I thought, what? After walking God knows how many miles, I've lost a sodding £1. And then later on that week I've lost loads. So you can never really tell. Right. If it were a kids show shown in 2000, I wouldn't know it. My kids, I mean, Ruben and Sam, Rue were born in 83, Sam were born in 85. So when you get to 2000, neither of them will watch kids' television programs. Like I knew stuff they used to watch. Moon, I don't know, all that sort of stuff. Bob, Rosie and Jim. Hello. Come say hello. There we are. He's a gentleman. See you later. Take care. Don't get blown away. Yeah, so that would have been, well, you know, my kids then are growing up, so they wouldn't have watched the kids' programs. Yeah, I can remember Frasier. That were kind of, I didn't watch Frasier much. I used to like Cheers. And I think Frasier were a spin-off from Cheers, wasn't it? I used to watch Cheers. And I used to watch Friends, but not very often. Everybody else wanted to watch what they were wanting to watch. Either that or I weren't in. So, but I'd watch Friends whenever I could. Frasier not so much. But Cheers, I like Cheers. You know, I don't know whether you've ever watched Minder or not. With Arthur Daly and Terry McCann, Dave the barman. You know, you can sort of like juxtapose Cheers on the Winchester Club. Now you think of it, in Cheers, everybody is your friend. If you go in there, you left your wallet, sure, that's no problem. Someone's always going to get you a drink. You're all friends. You care about each other. Now you go to the Winchester Club in Minder, everybody's out for you. You can't trust anybody. Nobody will buy you a drink. If you ask someone to buy you a drink, they're likely to have a heart attack. It's that juxtaposition I loved. Yeah, I can remember that. Absolutely fabulous, Bobby. I can't say I've ever seen that. I don't know. It might not have been on British television. I don't recognise the name at all. Like Frazier, I never really watched, but I'd recognise the name and I knew where it had come from. I don't know whether Dave's ever heard of it or not. But you know, with Cheers, I always kind of wanted to go into that bar in Boston. To that time, I was doing my degree and I knew all about the American Rust Belt. And I could compare and contrast it with what was happening where I lived in Northern England. Because we had exactly the same issues at roughly the same times. And yet places like Boston were doing really well in the same way that places in southeast England were doing really well. And I often used to think, I'll go out there to Boston, I'll find Cheers, I'll go in there and just chat with those guys. A nice bar with nice people, nice furniture. And when you think of a Winchester Club in Minder, where your feet stick to the floor in spilt ale, and you think of Terry asking Arthur for a sub, Arthur nearly having an heart attack, and then Dave the barman, you know, when Arthur tells him to put a VAT, a vodka and tonic, on the slate. He hasn't paid his slate for months. But that were part of Minder, though. That were part of the how things were in the late 70s, 1980s. What the Barrow Boys and wheeler dealers, and Arthur were a wheeler dealer. I've never been that keen on Joanne Lumley. I like that one, Jack, I like that. Ah, right. I don't remember it. But if Joanne Lumley were in it, I probably wouldn't bother watching it, to be honest. I've never been that struck on her. But then again, in our house, the television is a prime possession of the old Duchess. She says what goes on and what doesn't go on. She's the boss of those things. They are under her state control. Well, it's going dark now, isn't it? What time are we on? About 4:30, I think, are we? Well, no, 4:45. So we can't moan. A month ago, it was like this, like 45 minutes ago. So we can't really moan, can we? Well, we'll decide what we're going to do in a second. Whether we're going to have a walk through Valley Gardens and that. I'm thinking probably not, because it is wet, windy and miserable. .86 mile. How many calories have I consumed? 1,954 calories. Yeah, so that tells me we're going to have a walk through Valley Gardens, back past Game King. Let's try and get the calories up to 2,000. Seems a good idea, doesn't it? That should give me about 1,650 calories or something like that. 1,600 calories maybe, by the time I get home, on top of the 2,000. So 36 minus about 500. And so I'm with about 2,001, 2,200 calories I'll have lost today. So if I do that tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, should put me on target. And then next week I'm going to have to watch what I eat as well. No vanilla slices, no little extras. Can have fruit and that's my lot. It's been a good walk this evening. Couple of school kids huddling up together, probably year 11s, looking at them. Such is love when you're young. You're out in this horrible weather, huddling up together. We've all done it. Sat there freezing for love. We've all done it. Oh, to be young. Well, we're making our way over to Game King. The lights have just changed, and we'll make our way down to the bottom, go up Seaside Road, Queen Street, and then home. Well, it looks like the car parking in front of me hasn't come back, which is good. Nice, doesn't it? I don't think I've seen this done up before, not like this. So it's very bleak now. We've come off the seafront and it's very bleak. Richard's Ice Cream Parlour. They opened that during COVID. He used to live near us. He's a big motorbike fan. He takes his daughter up near the cliff, you know, where I walk with Toby. And she has a small motorbike. She's only about 9. That's a nice thing about Witham, see. You get to know people, you get to know the families. Oh, there's a chippy. I might take the Duchess for fish and chips tomorrow night, we'll see. Up to Hornsey, do our shopping in Hornsey. Hello. Oh dear. 2 jacks. Well. Well, They certainly didn't like each other, did they? It's okay with some dogs. It's okay with all bitches. But if a dog shows the tiniest amount of aggression, Toby will have it. Well, there are houses of multiple occupation, HMOs. A former colleague found herself living in one of those a couple of years ago. Her and her husband had parted, and he wanted, and not unreasonably, he wanted his half of the house because he had to get somewhere to live himself. So the house had to be sold in a hurry. He got his half, she got her half, and she had nowhere to go. And luckily she has a dog, a cat, and she was able to get them sorted out. And she found herself living in an HMO. She's got a bungalow now. She bought it, but she had to wait for it, all the paperwork, the conveyancing to be sorted out. And for about 3 months, she was living in this HMO, and she was terrified. There were drug users and all sorts in there. It is worrying. Well, folk, we're here, we're home, the lights on. Yeah, we're over in Withensea. Lee, thanks for telling him, Jay and Dave. Well, I'd just like to thank everybody. Toby wants to say his good night. Toby. And from me, it's going to be good night. I'm going to go in, have something to drink, eat and drink, which I richly deserved. We've actually done 14.3 mile, 29,827 steps. And how many calories? 29 calories. So I think that's a good day's walking. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. Mr. Mason, I'm glad you've really enjoyed it. I'm glad you've enjoyed it as much as me. I always enjoy my walking. It's been a great walk. It's been a great day as always. We've had some great discussion as always. So I'd just like to say thanks to everybody. Thanks for your likes, your comments, your shares, and your subscriptions. So I'm just going to say good night to everybody. Going to go home and I'm going to have a drink of tea. I think I've earned that.